What is up, everybody? This is Patrick, and I am back once again with a brand new video. Now, if you guys saw my Twitter last night, I said that I had a video idea, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about. So I had to spend, my day at university to try and think of a good video topic. So, the topic of discussion is going to be about the women's tag team titles. Now, the reason why I want to mention them is because they're kind of the hot topic right now. And I don't care if nobody likes the idea, just give it a chance. Everybody gets so negative about something so quickly. But I'm not gonna rant too much. But all I want to say is that I'll be telling you guys who I believe should be the first inaugural WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Okay. You've obviously got a few good teams there. You've got Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. That's one team. You've got Sasha Banks and Bayley. That's two. You've got Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan of the Riot Squad. 3. You've got the Iconics. 4. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. 5. Lana and Naomi. 6. Now, in case if people are trying to tell me if some people are trying to think why Lana and Naomi, I don't know. I just think, I just looked back the last time Naomi, was on SmackDown where that whole Netflix Glow thing happened. The Glow casts believe Naomi and Lana could work together. So that's basically my idea. I think they will team up in this tournament. That is 6. And you've got the Bella Twins, which are obviously going to come back, which makes 7 tag teams. And if you're telling me they don't have enough women, 7 tag teams, that's pretty good. 7 set of teams? That's pretty impressive if you ask me. Yeah, sure, they're not going to have a lot of women for the singles division. Like, you're going to easily have Carmella, Becky, Charlotte. You've got Ronda Rousey. You've got Nia Jax, Natalya. Yeah, they might not have a lot of, singles competitors. But you got to admit, that is a pretty good lineup. 7 tag team women? Bloody oath, you can even add some NXT. You can easily put some NXT teams together. Maybe like Aaliyah and Tariana Conti. And then you can get Lacey Evans to team with somebody. You got some interesting ideas. But let's exclude NXT. Let's just focus on the 7 teams that I just told you. Who deserves to be the first ever women's tag team champions? Out of these 7 teams that I just named to you, don't be surprised if these are the 7 teams that actually get announced for this tournament. Now, I don't know if they're going to do a tournament, but it would make sense if it is a tournament for these titles, just to make the titles look more important. Sasha Banks and Bayley winning these titles shouldn't happen. They shouldn't win them, and I'll tell you why they shouldn't win them. Because they don't need tag team titles. They're currently in a feud. They're obviously going to get put together by orders of Kurt Angle, but they will lose maybe in the first round, or maybe in the first round, or maybe close to the final. And then this will cause one of them to turn heel. This women's tag team tournament is the best way to settle their rivalry. Turn one heel, Bayley or Sasha. I don't care. I don't give a shit anymore who's gonna bloody turn heel. Just turn somebody heel. You know, at this point, I don't care if they turn Sasha heel. Just turn somebody heel. This tag team tournament needs to evolve on one of these two girls turning heel. That's why I believe they shouldn't win the women's tag team titles. The Bella Twins. As much as I know I've been dying to see Nikki back, the Bella Twins winning the tag team titles would be way too predictable. Them winning would be completely predictable. You know, they just come back and then they win championships. I think that'll really upset a lot of WWE fans. Sure, I've said many times, I want to see Nikki back. But just because I want to see her back doesn't mean I don't want her to be champion immediately. If they want to become tag team champions, I would actually like it if they, worked for it. Instead of just coming back and becoming champions immediately. That's the issue there. I don't want them, just because they're the best tag team, women's tag team in the history of women's wrestling, doesn't mean they should be a tag team champions. They shouldn't be tag team champions just because they've been around for a long time. It'll be way too predictable if the Bella Twins win the titles. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, honestly, I wouldn't mind them winning it. Only because I think Mickie James, deserves some gold. Sure, everyone will hate it because it's Alexa Bliss. Everyone will hate it because Alexa Bliss has title gold. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind them because at least that way Mickie James could finally have some championship gold. All the Mickie James fans will be happy that she got some championship gold. But if I think about it honestly, I don't think they should win it. Only because all those Alexa Bliss haters will rant for 20 minutes explaining why it should be somebody else instead of Alexa Bliss. So they're one option. I'll give them as an option for them to win the tag team titles. Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan? Absolutely not. They've done nothing to truly deserve it. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville? Yeah. They would be a nice tag team to get that nice early rub. They would look good. That would be great. It would really give some sense of, building, creating new stars. I've been wanting Mandy Rose to be a champion. Sure, it's not really her time yet. But Tag Team Gold, I think Tag Team Gold is fine for anybody. Especially if you're just starting your career. To me, I feel like Tag Team Championships is like a title that, feels suitable for younger talent. And then eventually when they break out of their shell and they're truly ready, that's when you can get them to the top tier level. So I think Deville and Rose winning those belts would be a good idea. It would create new stars. It would create new stars out of them. Naomi and Lana, I don't think they'll win them. They'll just be together for the sake of being together. Like I said, they'll try to be a tag team, but they'll probably fail. So, no, I don't think they'll win. It'd be pretty cool if they won. I'm not saying they shouldn't. Now, The only team, besides Rose and DeVille, and I know this may sound predictable because of the thumbnail that I'm going to put on the video. The one team that not 100%, 1,000,000,000% deserve these tag team titles more than any other women's tag team on the current roster are the Iconics. They deserve it more than everyone else. And you want to know why I believe they deserve it more? Because they have been a tag team since they came. They are a tag team. They are a team. They are like the second generation of the Bella Twins. They were a team from the beginning. They were a team from the very beginning, and they've been a team forever. Sure, Rose and DeVille have been a team since they've arrived to the main roster, but were they a team in NXT? No, they weren't. They were busy in NXT's catering for years. They were at NXT's catering for years. So, the Iconics are the only team, in my opinion, deserve those belts more than anybody else. So that's basically everything I've got to say about every single tag team. There are like 3 teams that I believe deserve that could potentially be champions: Mickey and Alexa, Rose and DeVille, and the Iconics. Because the reason why I would pick these 3 over than everybody else is, well, like I said, Sasha and Bayley is obvious that they shouldn't win. We don't want another Team Hell No / Cesaro and Sheamus type of tag team champions. You know, right now they don't like each other. I don't want to see Sasha Banks be like, I'm the tag team champion, and Bayley being like, I'm the tag team champion. I don't want to see another pairing like that. If this storyline with Sasha and Bayley is going to lead to them breaking up in this tag team tournament for the tag team titles, you got yourself a really good storyline. Have them lose to an Iconics in the semi-finals, where, you know, Sasha Banks gets pinned or Bayley gets pinned. One of them gets pinned and the other one that's on the apron cracks the shits. I'm just saying, you could easily use this tournament as a way to really, you know, spice up some good rivalries. And it also really depends on what kind of tag teams WWE will give us. So, that's pretty much that. That's pretty much this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to hit that thumbs up. And be sure to comment your opinions down below on who do you think should be who do you want to see in this women's tag team tournament. I gave you my 7. If there's any other teams that I forgot to mention, you can put that in the description. Not in the description. Comments. You can put that in the comments down below if I missed any. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And also, follow me on Twitter at pballantyne95. Now, before I go, I want to talk about something. I want to give a shout out. This is the first time I'm ever going to do a shout out. I don't know if he's going to be watching this, but if he does, I hope he hears the shout out. I want to give a shout out to Cohan Bishop 46. At Cohan Bishop 46. On my Twitter yesterday, I made my new wall banner for my channel, which wasn't really the best. It was just a big giant picture of the Raw and SmackDown logos with my name in the middle, but it was incredibly small. It was as small as an ant. So I requested if anybody could give me, you know, a better photo to really make my wallpaper stand out more. So Cohan Bishop makes me this picture of makes a picture, and it looks great. And I thank him for that. I truly thank him for doing that. I greatly appreciate it, buddy. I really like it, and it's my new wall banner for my channel. It looks great. It's just exactly how I wanted it. The Raw and SmackDown logos in the corner, and my name in the middle, and you can see it all on the top, which is great. That's how I wanted it, and I greatly appreciate him giving me that help. So anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed it, do hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so, and be sure to follow me on my Twitter at pvalentine as well. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you all later.